been interested in medicine. Even as a teenager, when I was 14 years old, I knew that was something that I wanted to do. I wanted to have a role in helping people and making people feel better. I think the reason why I like plastic surgery so much is because there is so much creativity in plastic surgery, and everybody's different, so they need a different type of procedure generally, and that makes it exciting and interesting.
She understands what a woman wants to look like. You know, we don't send girls out with breasts that look like cantaloupes, you know. She's concerned about giving a woman a breast, a shape that's appropriate, size appropriate.
Women, we talk a lot. We really get to know each other very well, and we also understand each other in such a way that you don't have to say things.
They just feel good with a woman and knowing that she understands, and it's not an ego thing, it's just I'm getting back what belongs to me.
Dr. Bond, when she met me, somehow we just hit it off immediately. She's not to me just like the doctor. She's like another girlfriend that you can talk to, and you know that it's not going to go any further than where it's at that moment.
Our philosophy is to keep ourselves at the forefront of cosmetic surgery, to provide our patients with the highest level of care and do it in an atmosphere that is very unique and special.
There are a lot of new procedures. There are probably more, plastic surgery procedures than there ever were. And we keep on top of everything. Being women, many of us having had little procedures ourselves, we're very comfortable with the patients, and they're very comfortable with us.
People these days want either no downtime or they want to be back to work in a few days. And if you really are doing some major body reshaping, life-altering procedure, it's going to take longer than a week to recover. And I think that's the most important point to get across to the patients.
Most of the surgeries are done in a hospital setting, call her old-fashioned, but she does surgery in hospitals. I think patients are very comfortable with that. There are some smaller procedures that we do right here under local anesthesia, but most of the bigger stuff is done in a hospital.
If you've had several children and your stomach is just hanging out so far and you go to the gym and you can't get it flat, one surgery will take care of that, and they're willing to take 1 to 2 weeks to recuperate to get that kind of a benefit. The kind of surgeries that I do, you don't usually have to repeat. So a tummy tuck is a one type of procedure that you don't repeat. So if you're looking at you'll be beautiful and flat for the next 40 years, it's worthwhile to give up 2 weeks. Well, when you're looking for a physician, you should choose a board-certified plastic surgeon. That person has had the appropriate training, the appropriate experience. Then you should meet the person, make sure that you are comfortable with their personalities and that you can explain what your goals are, and that person can understand what your goals are. And then you kind of have to look at yourself, because we can't fix everything. We can fix a lot of things, but we can't fix everything. So I often have to tell patients to prioritize. It's kind of a little saying in our office that everybody has a list. So you make your list and you do the first things first, and I'll help you decide which are the things that's going to be most benefited by plastic surgery.
My first impression, I thought she was very, very calming, because I was a nervous wreck coming here. I've never had any kind of plastic surgery. I was surprised at how young she was. I was surprised she was a woman, and in the field that she was in, I was very impressed with her. She answered a lot of my questions. She made me feel good about myself. And she said she would help me, and she did.
When they have their surgery, we're just all over them, telling how good they look, and they do. And it's just such a pleasure to see people change, and they do change after plastic surgery, because all of a sudden a girl who's been carrying a pouch around from having a baby, she doesn't have that. She's nice and flat and trim and everything, and it's just changes your life. You feel so good. It's it's a wonderful experience, and we watch that, after the surgery, the hair starts getting bigger and the heels start getting higher, and it just all becomes shameless hussies, and it's wonderful. It's wonderful to watch that transformation and be part of it.
Actually, I'm sitting here in a suit that I have not worn. I really, and I could stand up too. That I have not worn in probably 6 years, and that's the beauty of having something done that alters your girth, because you can get, I remember when I bought that suit, and I can wear it again, and it's just wonderful rediscovering your wardrobe again.
That's probably the most gratifying aspect of the practice, is that we really do change people's lives in a positive way, that they feel just like they're new people. Their self-esteem is high, they feel beautiful, they look beautiful, they have more energy, they just glow after their procedures. We see them, it's amazing. Before surgery, they might come in, they hold their bodies a certain way, they may be a little down, they're kind of unsure. After the surgery, they're sitting up tall, they're smiling, it's a different personality. And that's what we like to see. That gives us the best feeling.